All right, welcome everybody. It is a brand new world in Modern. The ban list changes happened yesterday. Flage was banned, Lotus Field was banned, and then Umezawa's Jitte was unbanned, and importantly, Violent Outburst was unbanned. What that means is we're probably going to see slightly less Boros and maybe a little less Amulet, although I think those sickos are going to play Amulet either way. And then I expect a ton of Rhinos and Living End. I expect that deck to be everywhere. So we're going to come prepared for that. Because we expect less Boros, our two 1-mana removal spells are out of the main deck, and they have been replaced by an extra Inti, which is an all-around good card. Discard Outlet, card advantage, creature, does it all. Really nice card. And then a main deck Vexing Bauble as a target off of Urza Saga. And also just, look, I would not be surprised if we play against 3, 4, 5 Cascade decks. It's the new hotness. Everybody's excited about it. It was very strong before. It's probably strong again. A lot of people like Rhinos. A lot of people like Living In. So we're going to come prepared. Not only do we have the Vexing Bauble in the main deck, we have 3 more Vexing Baubles in the sideboard. We have our Amulet hate cards at 3 mana here that have some nice splash damage in other matchups. And then additionally for Living End, we have Nile Spellbomb and Soul Guide Lantern. Maybe we want Surgical Extraction against Living End. I think you'll see in this league as it progresses, I kind of change my mind on whether I think Surgical Extraction is worth it against Living End. And then we are down to 1 Fire Magic, and both of these removal spells are in the sideboard now instead of the main deck because we just expect a little bit less Boros. So that's where we are. Let's do it. Let's kill some Rhinos. All right, round 1 of this league. We are officially scared of Rhinos, so we're playing a Vexing Bauble main deck and 3 more in the sideboard. We'll give this a try. All right, we like that. So the question is, are we playing? Let's just play Asmo here. We already committed the Street Wraith, and Persist Archon is the more aggressive line, but I think this is the more consistent line. Hedge Maze, okay. I just assume everything is Rhinos now. That's how this works, right? Alright, get in there, Asmo. Do your thing, girl. Okay. Probably Birth and Ritual deck. Yep. Okay, so there's no flare possible here. Love that Thoughtseize. Clear the way, hopefully. What do we care about the most here? Don't think I really care about Harbinger. think it's Ice Fang. Ice Fang draws a card and is a Death Touch blocker, which we don't like. Let's take that. Could have been a turn 2 Archon, but we played Asmo first instead. Redundant Archon here. Okay. They need to find something this turn. They got to play Coiling Oracle, probably. I mean, they could hold up Sink and Stupor, but I don't think that gets them that far. I'm definitely going to discard this end of turn so that I will have the choice to have another Asmo activation, or to have the first Asmo activation next turn. Alright, he's holding up Sink to live. Alright, at this point, I think we're happy to make a dude. Oh, Vexing Bobble's funny. They have like flares, subtleties, endurance. They actually have a lot of stuff that Bubble hits. My original plan was to get Opal. We'll just get Bobble. Showing that healthy respect for... Oh, they let us go to attacks? If they're going to sink... They should have done it before we attacked. Okay. Maybe they just want to see more of the deck. Alright. Although Thoughtseize was fun that game, I don't think it was... It's that useful. We are playing a Fatal Push, okay. Kind of think I want to leave my Vexing Bauble in. Haywire Might kills Birthing Ritual. We like that. Played against this deck a lot. I think we're favored, but sometimes they get you. Their best draws definitely involve multiple layers of free spells, which actually makes me like the one of Vexing Bauble. You know, whether it's endurance or subtlety or whatever, they got a lot of that. Well, good poker hand. I think it's a mulligan, though. Alright, we'll keep this. Alright, they love a hedge maze. Cool art. Almost all of these Surveil lands have cool art. I feel like there's one that doesn't. The hedge maze is cool. The black one's okay. The blue-red one's awesome. The white-black one's cool. Alright, well, I don't want to cast this yet because I do want to Mox Opal. We don't actually have a way to discard a card to be able to cast Asmo, so... Alright, he's F6'd. This does give up the Surveil, which could have been important. Would love a Street Wraith, would love a Faithless Looting. Kira the Great Glass Spinner, okay. We're spinning. Haven't seen Kira Kira, the Great Glass Spinner, in a while. That was a legacy card for a while, back when Merfolk was a playable legacy deck. Alright, I'm F6'd here. Street Wraith, probably the best draw. Inti's fine. Cookbook itself. Faithless Loading, all those are fine. Alright, there's Ritual. Basic Island. Member, okay. Bye, buddy. Getting in for one? Alright, Corleone Oracle is on the warpath. I always like this card. Alright, what do we got? That one's pretty good. That one's also pretty good. Alright, so Asmo could be active next turn. Also threatening Archon. Kushigano's kind of that spell or ability. Okay, it's really good. Flipping this into another Oculus, maybe? It's not going to flip that. Maybe flip this into an untapped Oculus. I don't think you'd ever get rid of this. Alright. The Dread is manifested. Think we're attacking? Could have double blocked. Okay. See what he has here. Actually, I think this Vexing Bubble is doing some work. Yeah, like Subtlety, Force of Negation, bunch of free stuff in there. Yeah, I'm just taking that. Come on. I'm not going to block. Oculus, such cool art. Manifest token also cool. Kira also cool. Alright, not interested in any of that. Probably just counters this with a hardcast Force of Negation, but we have to go for it. Interesting, okay. No, I definitely attack. Should we just turn that face up? Block. Okay, just had another one. Sure. Sure. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I should have held that. I originally thought I was gonna make a treasure token and play the other cookbook, and then I changed my mind halfway through it, and then I just kept going and drained him. So that was a misplay. Should have waited. Don't think it's gonna matter too much. You sixed me. Cure's really good, actually. Sink into stupor this. What are the hits? What is... Alright, double birthing ritual. Ooh, you hate to see it. Ooh, maybe next time. Vaccine Bobble does so much work against this deck. I forgot they played Shardless Agent. Alright. We got there. Came with the Vexing Bauble for Rhinos and got rewarded. Okay, so something went wrong recording round 2 of this league, so we're going to run it back and watch it together. I'm going to Thought Seize here. We see Violent Outburst, Oliphant, Subtlety, Curator, Subtlety. So we just got off a Simic Ritual deck. This is the second straight round with Shardless Agent. Alright. Thundering Falls. Alright, we don't have a lot going on here. We have played the Saga. We just really have nothing to do. Pretty bad looking hand here. Oliphant. Curator. Big graveyard. Still nothing to do. We can make one Urza Saga token for them to Living End away. Alright, there we go. We decide to scry instead. See if we can put an Archon in the yard. Didn't hit Archon, hit Straight Wraith. Here's Living End. We see a lot of their deck. Kind of what you would expect from Living End. We are way behind. Not much we can do here. We'll block the big elephant that tramples. We go to 6. Put Archon in the yard. Persist the Archon. Get Force of Negation. And we concede. So, not a lot going on there. Alright, these replays do not show sideboarding, but we have 1 Vexing Bauble main, 3 more in the board. They all come in. And then we also have Surgical and 2 Artifact Graveyard Hate pieces. I don't remember if I brought in Surgical. I may have. I don't know why I'm clicking that. Let's see. All right. I did bring in Surgical. It's in our opening hand, along with a Spell Bomb. We're going to be able to turn this Opal on. Hopefully, we really need a second land here. Still, hate piece. Turn 1. Another hate piece in the hand. Hard to mulligan these hands. Not the best keep in the world, but we'll see what we can do. Long wait here, having to think. Hedge Maze. Sky Turtle into the yard. Beautiful. Great draw. Inti's in. Opponent cycle Street Wraith. Inti's nice because it gives us a clock, lets us discard, lets us draw some cards if we need it. Goes after Spellbomb. We'll get his Street Wraith and Sky Turtle on the way out. Puts the Wistfulness in the yard. We draw yet another hate card. Decide to grab Vexing Bauble. So I could have grabbed Cookbook there, but we already have a discard outlet in Inti. We just want more layers of hate. We don't have a lot going on other than Inti, and we're just kind of hoping he finds a Persist, or could just keep attacking, because they don't generally have a lot of removal spells that kill a 3/3. Alright, another Archon in the yard. Won't say no to a Vexing Bauble. Curator. Alright, we now have 4 hate cards, plus an Inti. 7 cards in his hand over there. Another Wistfulness, that's number 2. See a Vexing Bauble. We love Street Wraith because it combos with Inti. Another Wistfulness, that's number 3, I think. Yeah, that's 3 Wistfulnesses. It's extremely wistful. Looting, found a Persist, and they're going to pack it in. Okay, that's game 2. All right, we're on to game 3 here after an extremely hateful game 2. Faithless Looting, Persist Archon here. You love to see it. Street Wraith. All right, this is funny. So, Asmo is basically the only card there that makes me pause and not just looting. If we looting, we put Archon in the yard, we can Persist turn 2, and it's just in the yard. Even if our Persist gets counterspelled, it's still in the yard for them to deal with if they Living End. I thought I ended up casting the looting here, but it looks like I'm casting Asmo. Let's see. Yeah, I decided against it. Put Oval Chase plus looting in the yard. Seiju into play. Another Persist. I actually decide to establish the Emperor here. So they see the Archon in the yard. They see the Emperor in play. They know I can go off next turn and kill them, basically, or put them to 1. So they have to answer it now.
Mic off. Mic on.
Does answer it with a Dismember, putting him to 15. All right, he's pitching Outburst. We assume that means he has another one. Persist. Cycle. Archon. Cycle. Archon's in. We kind of expect them to have living in next turn. So we chose not to get the Daredevil back because we think living end is happening. All right, here we go. Shardless Agent. Street Wraith. It's funny. I'm kind of surprised I didn't fire off the second one. I think I just didn't realize I drew a second Street Wraith. All right, so what does this leave us with after he living ends? He's got Shardless Agent, double Street Wraith, Curator, Oliphant, Int against Asmo, Emperor, Daredevil, Street Wraith. Importantly, I have Swamps. He does not, meaning these guys are unblockable. The 5/7 cannot be killed in a single shot from Asmo, which is a problem. But I do have Persist in hand, and there is an Archon in the yard. All right, Force of Vigor. Really heads up play by my opponent here, killing a food token instead of like Mox Opal, because every food token is Asmo fuel, and he got rid of the only cookbook he knew about. I don't know if he knew I had another one. Maybe he did because I cast the Asmo and fetched it, but it slows down my ability to kill his creatures, so pretty heads up play. All right, we grab the Archon. We're going to take out 2 of his creatures here. They're going to bounce off. Get him down to 4. So that was actually a terrible attack. I think if I just swing out, he dies. So pretty bad attack by me. Cookbook. Get back Daredevil. This time we want it. Get another one. Asmo Fuel. Finish off the Int. Soul Guide Lantern. Grab Living End. So I grabbed Living End because there's that card that they play from hand and it lets them play a card from their graveyard. I don't remember what that card's called, but no single creature matters more than the possibility of them firing off a free Living End from the graveyard. So we now have Inti. They have Oliphant. Riddler's a nice draw for them here. But it's going away. Emperor. Curator. Alright. Alright, so what are my attacks here, right? He's at 4, but can go to 6. He has a card in hand. Can't block the Curator. That's 4. If I just swing out, he takes 4, gains 3, loses 3, dies. So I should be swinging with everything here. I'm a pussy. Don't do the math. And don't kill him. Even though I had lethal on board. That's twice this game I've had lethal on board and not killed my opponent. Still, we're way ahead here. I'm playing overly cautious because, you know, we have the Living End covered. We have everything covered. There's Riddler. But the writing's on the wall. He knows he's dead. Yeah, and that's a game. Okay, so probably overly cautious there. Definitely missed the first attack and the second attack. So not the best, but we got the W. Okay, round 3 in this league. So far, we have played against Shardless Agent in both rounds. Let's see if it'll do it again. Alright, so we're keeping... Question is whether we want to loot on turn 1 or turn 2. Turn 1 has higher upside, we could find Archon. Turn 2 lets us play Asmo. We'll see. Thoughtseize? No. Alright, we're gonna surveil. Then turn 2 we'll loot in Asmo. Alright. Third straight Shardless Agent matchup. Can't get away from it. Untap, okay. Overlord, okay. So slightly different build here. There's a living in the yard. So I was just thinking about how Surgical has been kind of bad against these decks, but with Overlord they can pitch Living End and gives you a really juicy Surgical target. Graveyard that. Don't need a third. I think I am going to fetch first. Just to do some thinning, as they say. More Asmos in the yard do fucking nothing. Kind of worst possible here. Persist not doing a lot. I think I need to get cookbooks online because I want to really doesn't feel like a persist game. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just don't have enough crap in my graveyard because I've drawn 3 creatures and they're all the same legendary creature. So if he just living ends right now, he's got way more than me. Another persist. Interesting. Do we just want to try to kill him? 3 here. 4, so he's at 10. 7. Plus I'm going to get to attack. Interesting. He does have like wistfulness and stuff that can just kill the monument and ruin that plan. Alright, let's attack first. 3 here really matters. Let's see if he cascades first. He will cascade first. Okay, got that. Okay. I'll keep this Asmo. 6. Food's pretty good. He's got to kill me now. Or Wistfulness the... Wistfulness is probably his best draw. It lets him exile the monument. Mistar's Village is really good. It stops Vexing Bubble. Yeah, that's his best fucking draw. Now I'm just drawing cards, I think. Well... If I put him to 5... No, I think I just have to draw a card. I think 2... Well, let's see what he targets. I mean, he's obviously going to target the monument. Okay. I'm going to draw. It's a pretty good one. He gained life. It's annoying. Do I want to loot? I think I do. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Well, think about this. Okay, if he has... No, I have to... I'm just going to sack this one anyway. I sack that one, okay. Ah! Where's my mana? Fuck me. Alright, so he's going to go to 8. Yep. If he living ends, I'll kill my own Archon. Pretty good. I mean, you just got to rip it now, right? Okay. Getting this free attack in, sure. The Disciple's real good here. Yeah. Wait, he let me kill my own Archon? That's cheeky as hell. Okay. Cute. Very cute. This is more useful as a removal spell. Five. Big thing. Nice. What's he bouncing? Oh, he's draw discard. Okay. Did he find the line here? Interesting. Maybe. Is that a turn too late? 8. 5, 6. Six, 7, 8, 9. This is so close. So wistful. Just start. Oh. Sure. I think maybe I would have gotten that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still have one Archon in the yard. Alright, he can't living in because Archon will kill him out of the yard. And he did so much work there. If he has endurance, I'm probably cooked. Have we seen a basic land out of him? Alright, if he living ends, my trigger's going first, which means Disciple doesn't matter. Alright, I'm just blocking. Okay. Hell of a game. Okay. Yoink. Do we want surgical? I think we don't want surgical. I think it's just worse than the other ones. Like, it's good against Overlord. And then he, like, gets a living end. And we exile the living end, but it's kind of narrow. Trying to put a koozie on a beer that already has a koozie on it. We're doing it. Alright. 4 baubles, 1 spell bomb, 1 soul god lantern. Like, he's very wistful, but still. This just has to be a mulligan. I guess we keep this. I mean, we're keeping it, but I think we just have to pitch Street Wraith. I know that sucks, but like we would love this as a 7. But we'll just pitch Street Wraith. How wistful are you feeling, buddy? Did wistfulness exile? Is that right? Why does I got to exile? We can't destroy things? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. He kept his street wraiths. So I like the old border on the street wraith, but I think that art is worse. It's my expert street wraith take. Alright. I mean, we're paying 2 life, so I don't know. I'm pausing here. Think we cookbook first. We can't exile my artifact. Overlord. That's a good one. Very red forest. I respect it. Alright, always yes, always yield. Alright. Again. Alright, I don't think he can blow up our bauble and cascade this turn, which means we're okay dropping the Archon cookbook protection for 1 turn. This bro's looking wistful once again. Yep, so wistful. Exiled, too. Don't even put it in the graveyard. Love it. Fuck your couch. Fuck your couch. Very generous. Very wistful. Alright, Asmo. You've done the Lord's work over there. Can you beat double Archon getting Living Ended into play? Alright. What were they? Overlord, Foundation Breaker, Sky Turtle. Okay. So we do 1, because that's enough to kill him. And then if he endurances, we'll do another after. Okay. Saw that coming. Okay. Mine should resolve first. Does he have like consign? No. Consign costs 2 million. Costs 1. Did we get him? Big PP liquor, he says. The biggest. Oh, he blocked me before. We set that up perfectly. That was awesome. All right. Round 4 of this league. Our first 3 rounds, we played against Shardless Agent 3 times in a row. Can we make it 4? This guy's name is Guildmaster Boros. So if even the Boros Guildmaster is on Shardless Agents, we'll know. Okay. All right. Props to this guy for sticking with it. All right. I used to be pretty pre-boarded for Boros, and that is absolutely no longer the case. So we are losing a few percentage points here that we wouldn't have previously. Alright. Don't think I need both monuments. Alright, we're going to block the cat. Oh, okay. Boros, you lied. Okay. It's not Boros, we were lied to. Can you believe this? A beautiful draw, truly. Make a treasure token. Always yes. Always yield. Draw a card this time. Okay. Parlor. Johnny's probably his best draw. What's he got that does 2? Johnny. Johnny does 2. Yep. Hmm. get Asmo. We'll get our cookbook. Draw a card. Alright, he's had enough. That was a cool draw. Alright, Boros is so back. Alright. Guess I can take out my living end hate. There's just less than there used to be. She ain't what she used to be. Cut the pithy needle too. Do I want to Haywire Might? It only hits bombardment. Probably not. No Flage. Alright, we like this one. Very good hand. Opal doing work here. One drop. Ragavan. Okay. Guide. I don't think any draw here really changes. Well, if I find Daredevil, that changes something. I don't think I'm playing Asmo if I draw Asmo. Okay. Okay. Pride is here. Alright. Alright, going for Archon. Oust? Are we ousting? We are ousting. Oh, he can discharge. Okay, well, he discarded. Discarded discharge, okay. Discharge is good. I don't think I want to looting. I think I want to hold it. I want to surveil. Oh, I'm holding the surveil in. No! Alright, we're bad. Alright, create a treasure. Make Asmo. Got him. We'll top that. Alright. His best draw is probably like a Johnny. He doesn't have any energy for Wrath of Skies. I tell him RIP Flage. Can I spell Flage? Draw. Move through life. Exactly what we're looking for. I mean, Wrath of Skies goes hard here. Doesn't kill Monument, but it kills everything else. Yeah, he's going for it. Nope, just a Johnny. Okay, still very powerful. Alright, draw a card. Ooh. Always yes, always yield. We got a neutered Boros. Okay, so 3 Charlotte's Agent decks and Boros. I'm going to go grab another beer, and then we will go for the last round, see if we can get a 5-0. Okay, round 5. We are 4-0 going for the trophy here. We have played against 3 Charlotte's Agent decks and 1 Boros deck. Alright. Unfortunately, I think this is a mulligan. It's really close. Yeah, I think it has to be a mulligan. It's so close, though, because you play Saga, Cookbook. You have the Daredevil going. Cookbook on turn 2, even if we draw nothing else. Saga pops. We're going to mulligan. Alright, we will keep this one. Put back an Opal. Get our Surveil in on turn 1 and see what we can do. Obviously looking for a land. That suspiciously does not... Well, it could be... Still could be a Rhino's deck. Alright. Not a land. Going to the graveyard. See you, buddy. That's a good one. And NT. Alright, let's see what we get off this Scalding Tarn. Watergrave. Is he going to kill my NT? Push. Yeah. Rude. All right, that was our discard outlet. Frog. Archaeologist. All right. Goryo's. Well, maybe not Goryo's. Could just be Unearth. And Oculus. Oof. Oof. Gotta do something. Flare of Denial. Okay. Flare of Denial is interesting. What other little blue guys do they have to sacrifice? Guess we'll find out here. Okay, not looking great so far. Alright, we are way behind. Gaze. It's a little bit different build than I'm used to seeing. Wonder what he has other than Archaeologist to sack the Flare. Alright, he's got Persist Archon here. But Persist Archon will let us discard Chase, draw a card. Overall Chase Daredevil, draw a card. Play up, we'll get it back. Not the end of the world. It's not great, but... we still don't have any good way to deal with their Archon. Persist. And it's your whole game plan. You got to do it. Yep. Not a good draw. Faithless Looting into Persist. Probably the best draw. I've seen worse. Alright, here's the question. We can get Basic Mountain to try to save some life. We can get Surveil Land to try to set up our draw here. But honestly, I think we're so far behind we have to high roll anyway. We might need all of our mana. Let's just get the mountain. Not what we're looking for here. Think we're dead. We take 8. He's got 5 in his hand too. Otherworldly Gaze. Alright, we can learn a little more about his deck here. I want to know what the other blue creature that he's sacking for Flare is. It's not Riddler. He's got 4 of these, but he... guess it's Frog? Yep. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to discard Archon there in case I draw Persist. That was very wrong. If I draw Persist, I will be maximum punished. I think Faithless Looting's my only way out here. Well, Faithless Looting or Cookbook. No, I was supposed to discard Archon. That was a punt. Okay, we'll see more of his deck for information. We expected the Oculus. I don't know, those flares seem a little loose with... Alright, he's going to get Oculus back. We're almost certainly dead here, but we'll see. Has to be exactly Faithless Looting. It's not exactly Faithless Looting. Alright. Alright, down a game. Heat kills Archon and the 5/5. Alright, we'll try this. We'll try it. It's one of those hands you just kind of have to keep with this deck. It could go anywhere. Gotta trust the process. Faithless Looting's a hell of a drug. Alright, those are not good draws, but here we are. Thought sees my Persist. Nope. Think he only plays that land if he doesn't have very many others. Like, that's got to be the worst land he can play, right? Archaeologist? Yeah. Need to find something here. I think that's a graveyard. Really know where to cast it. Always yes. Always yield. Gaze, putting Archon in the yard, persist. Fuck me up. Push, gaze. Interesting. could persist Riddler, he could unearth Frog. Okay, we're unearthing Frog. Get in for his 1. Countering this? Trying to decide whether he wants to counter it. Yeah, that's correct. Has to be correct. It's not looking good, fam. That's an Oculus. Street Wraith, Cookbook, looting, something that lets me discard. Come on. Come on, one time. Okay. Does it resolve? It does. I think we're creating a treasure token. We'll draw a card first. We know one of them's going to be draw a card. It's a little late. Alright, kill the Oculus. Attempt to persist the Archon. That resolves. Get the manifest. Alright, that's all I got. We had to draw exactly a discard outlet there. Cookbook got us back in the game. Alright. Asmo down. Can we get Oculus back? That would be good. Yep, there's Oculus. Okay. Two. So 3. That's 15. That doesn't do it. I think I have to do it this way. Get Asmo. Should have let his stuff resolve first, but whatever. Okay. Alright. Going to game 3. 1 game for the trophy. Hell of a monument game that time. Do we want push for the frogs? And sometimes for the Oculus. Think I'm willing to play 1 push over an Inti on the draw because I want to be able to kill frog. I don't know why this is up here, but okay. Alright, come on now. Alright, we are freaking out. Alright, 1 second. Alright, we're back. If he can figure out he needs to like force my looting, this hand's bad, but I think we have to keep it. Sovieto. It's gonna be like Archon in the yard. Don't do it to me. Alright, left it on top. Is that better or worse? I don't even know. Alright, couple options. I can play Catacombs, Surveil, next turn, looting Asmo, but that's no Saga. I can play Saga, working on getting to Graveyard Hate to try to get on top of them, or I can looting on turn 1 because I have Oval Chase Mox Opal. I think I just looting on turn 1. I think that's the best thing to do here. Alright, Oval Chase. Think it's just Inti because I want to back up Asmo. Alright, we can do this now. No reason to wait. We'll get the Daredevil back. Whoop. Always yes, always yield. Frog. Frog. You got a frog. We're 1 short of doing it all. Four in hand. 5 in hand. Four in hand. He has to discard 2 to survive Asmo. Think we're blocking. Calling his bluff. Pitch him, buddy. Snap block. Trespasser. He must like his hand because that would have been a good play. 1 more. Oculus. Alright, well. It's pretty good. Unearth would be good here. Has to have Unearth, right? That's why that play makes sense. Yep. Oh, he wants Trespasser. It's when it enters and when? Enters or attacks. Okay. Target. Target. Looting. Deal. Persist. Frog. Okay. Alright. Alright. Got Oval Chase back. No silly mistakes here. Discard Archon. Play Asmo. I'll just do this. Kill one of his frogs. Persist my Archon. Get one of his other creatures. We're looking good. Alright. Graveyard Trespasser against the world. Hey, there we go. Trophy, let's go. Rhinos. Never actually saw rhinos. We saw 3 different living index. Awesome. You love to see it. Okay, that's it. We got the 5-0. We got the trophy. Very happy to get a good result in the new format. Felt like we came prepared. The Vexing Baubles were very good. And our overall game plan was quick enough, strong enough, fast enough, resilient enough to get the job done against these graveyard decks and these Cascade decks. Even had a Boros opponent for old time's sake. So hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that stuff. And we'll see you on the next one.